Welcome back everybody to Tabletop Tactics. You join me, Chaos Lord Beard, and today I will take off my chaotic crown and place it firmly upon the bonds of Chef as he embarks on his demonic journey.
I am treading the eightfold path in the name of Khorne today. The blades of Khorne are hitting the tabletop against the fish elves, the Idoneth Deepkin, but who will emerge victorious? Fish or demons?
Fish are friends, not food!
I will eat your fish, for I am a demon.
It's time for the Idoneth Deepkin to emerge from the murky gloom into the new studio for the very first time. I've not run these guys for a little while, so I'm excited to give them a spin for today. I'm running the Nautilar Enclave, so my monster will be able to do a different monstrous action, which is very nice indeed, and is being led up today by an Achillean King. Ah yes, this Achillean King I have given a bladed polearm. I've also given him Unstoppable Fury as his command trait, and also the Potion of Hateful Frenzy. So he's got the potential to do some business. He's going to carve up some Khorne demons and call it a day. We'll then move on to Aspect, what is his name? The Aspect, Idol of Mathland, Aspect of the Sea, of course. I very much enjoy running him. I've given him Countercurrent as one of his extra spells, so hopefully he will do the business. A difficult space for a wizard once surrounded by Khorne, but I'm sure he'll do his very best to do some damage. I then have an Achillean Thrall Master to help some of my Achillean units, as well as an Ishran Soul Render, and also Lotan, Warden of the Soul Ledgers. So lots and lots of characters today to boost up all of my units. They all have their place and hopefully will do a great job. Moving on from there, we have some battle line units. I have a unit of Nomati Reavers. This is a big unit of 20. So they're reinforced. I have a unit of Nomati Thralls as well. There's also a big unit of 20 which have been reinforced, so my characters can really give all of their benefits to those lovely big units. And then I also have, finally, an Achillean Leviathan. The big boy is here. He will be boosted up because I am running the Nautilar Enclave, so when he does get into combat, he should do some killing. I do need him to stay alive because my grand strategy for today is going to be Dominion of the Deep Ones. So I do need him to stay alive, but also it will be difficult not charge him into combat because that is fun. It's 1975 points. Let's paddle over to the Khorne demons and see what they've been cooking up in the kitchen of Khorne. Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Teeth.
Yes, 'tis I, the Khornate Chef today. Blades of Khorne, to an extent. Last game that I used Blades of Khorne quite a while ago, I was using coalition units because our mortal side is quite lacking. So I asked a bunch of you in the comments, would you mind if I proxied? And the resounding response was blood for the blood, God skulls for the skull throne. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So reading between the lines, it means I'm going to do a couple of proxies. But it's all fairly, like, it's kind of one for one. You'll see when we get to the mortal side of the list. So, leading it up today, we've got a Warlord Battalion and a Battle Regiment Battalion. All the things fit into various things. Doesn't really matter. I've given myself an extra relic because I can't help myself. I like to have magical, fun weapons. Yes. Leading it up is a Bloodthirster. A Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury. So I always like using this one, and in my opinion, which is very limited on Blades of Khorne, he feels like he's gotten better. His aura is much nastier and he's just generally scarier. As my general, he has the embodiment of wrath, so he can revive blood letters, which is very fun. And we've given him the halo of blood, so he has strike first, which is always really powerful in Sigmar. His second in commands are two blood masters, the Heralds of Khorne. They will be running around chanting prayers to the blood god. Praise be unto him. we've gone for, what one's it? A blood sacrifice because I like blood type points. And I've also gone for unholy flames, which gives a unit +1 rend, which as we know in Sigmar is very powerful. I was really looking at bloodbind to make a unit move towards me, but it says move up to 8 inches. Not they must move 8 inches, and your opponent makes the move, so they could just choose to go, I move half an inch. I'm still closer to you. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I didn't find any FAQs about that. For the rest of the demons, we also have Karanak in here. We have 5 Flesh Hounds to support him, and then we've got 3 units of 10 Bloodletters. Over on the mortal side of things, we've got 2 units of 10 Blood Reavers using Marauders, and they will have their Meat Ripper axes because I like the rend. I know they hit worse, but I don't really care. And we also have 2 units of 10 Blood Warriors because they're heavily armored and therefore Chaos Warriors. I've given them the Gore Shield and the Gore Axe because Gore, and because that's what they're equipped with. Like, they have shields. I'm not going to try and blag having multiple attacks with multiple things. The champion does have the Gore Cleaver though, because that's cool. And then leading up the mortal segment is a Blood Secretor. Now, Blood Secretors normally traditionally have a big old banner to represent the fact that they're a totem. I like to think that Mercedes just has a really loud voice, because of course she does. So I will flavour some of their abilities during the game as they come up to be more Mercedes-esque. But suffice it to say, the extra relic that I've taken is the Banner of Blood because, yeah, re-rolling charge rolls for your entire army if they're wholly within 16 of her, which is a really, really big aura anyway, is really good for a combat army. And we've also given her leadership of the Alpha because that's what she is. She's an Alpha. It's 1980 points on my Khornatic schnoz. So I don't know if I get a triumph because I wasn't listening to Beard's lists, but I'll find out in the game and you'll already know. Let's go carve some skulls up. Oh, and also my grand strategy is Disciple of Carnage, so I need to do 4 out of my 5 battle tactics as Khorne. Is it a good choice? Yes, because Khorne.
Today's battle plan is Path of a Champion, a pitched battle from the General's Handbook. 4 predetermined objective markers are placed onto the battlefield. At the start of your hero phase, if any friendly Galatian champions are contesting an objective wholly outside your territory, you can pick 2 battle tactics to complete that turn instead of 1. Each player score victory points at the end of each of their turns as follows. Score 1 victory point if you control at least 1 objective. Score 1 victory point if you control 2 or more objectives. Score 1 victory point if you control more objectives than your opponent. Score 2 victory points if you complete the battle tactic you picked that turn. Each player also scores 3 victory points at the end of the battle if they completed their grand strategy.
Behold the Gore Tide.
Look at that gory type. Well, that's fitting because I'm also a tide.
Of invisible sea.
There's blood in my tide. I don't like it that way.
Blood in the water.
Yeah.
And not a shark to be seen.
Nope.
I bet they're well upset.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot of sharks in previous games of underwater space elves. Space elves? No. Underwater
Fish elves?
fish elves.
Yeah, as opposed to overwater fish elves.
Exactly.
Like this.
I have a couple of things to mention.
Okay.
I forgot to say I took a warlord battalion. So I have an extra enhancement, which I've given to the Eidolon aspect of Mathland, Eidolon of the Sea, whatever his name is.
His full name, yes.
Yes, so he has the Kraken Tooth, aka the Snaggle Tooth, which is my version of a relic pistol from 40k.
Yeah.
So either I'll die, you'll die, everyone will die, who knows?
As long as there's death.
Who knows?
I forgot to mention a couple of things as well. My Slaughter tribe is Reapers of Vengeance. So all of my demons get +1 to hit against heroes. And if a hero dies, even if it's not by a demon, is my understanding, I get 2 blood type points instead of 1. But if an enemy hero dies.
That's nice. I also forgot to mention that my Captain Krill, Mr. General,
Yes.
because he has a deep mare, he also has the Void Chill Darkness. So -1 to hit when you're within 3.
Ooh.
I think that's everything now.
I've also forgot to mention. I also have a Galatian veteran detachment. Or battalion, which my bloodletters are in. So my bloodletters are in that. All of the mortal units are in the battle regiment, and then the fleshhounds, Karanak, and the demonic characters were in the warlord battalion. And also, you may notice there is this temple here because we don't have a skull altar. So this little footprint here, because I've done the measurements, this little bit here where the bloodmaster is, where the little, you probably can't see it very well. So I'm going to point it out for you on, he's fallen off of the thing. So everything that's outside it is fine. Basically where this little square is up to here and up to the edge here is the dimensions of the skull altar. So I will measure everything from there. Shouldn't come up too much in the game, but just so that you're aware, and so that I'm aware, and so that you're aware.
Magic. I've finished deploying first.
Yes.
I'm going to give you priority because you've been very intuitive with your blood altar. I feel like that'd be a nice reward for you. And also, I don't want to go first.
It's very strange because normally whenever anyone gets the priority, they're like, I'll go first. Maybe you are learning the ways of Sigmar. My hero phase then. For my battle tactic, I have chosen to desecrate the lands over here.
My house!
That house will be desecrated. I also forgot to mention Karanak's quarry is Lotan the Soul Ledger, specifically the octopus. Yeah. The octopus is the quarry. Yeah. Karanak was there just going, sushi.
Yes, delicious.
And there's a lot of sushi for him to choose from, but he's got a particular feeling for, what are they called? I think it's takoyaki.
Oh, yum.
They're octopus balls. They are gourmet. Spells-wise, there is no spells. I tried to do heroic leadership on Mercedes. Alas, no joy. She's still gearing up, you see. What I did do was gave unholy flames to this unit of bloodletters out the front here from my bloodmaster here. Over here, I'm pointing to from the top down because he's behind the building. You won't be able to see him on the normal camera. And then this one did a blood sacrifice. He asked 2 of these guys to walk up to the blood altar and they went, and jumped into the pool, and I got a blood type point.
Cool.
Oh, his shield fell off. He's definitely...
No.
Oh, no, it's okay.
A worthy sacrifice.
Yes. There we go.
The shield will be sacrificed this day.
Lovely. I'm not going to spend any of my blood type points.
No.
Hold on.
I'm going to save up for a special occasion.
In my belly. Spending a command point on at the double to auto run 6 because I needed a 6 to desecrate the lands. Otherwise, I wouldn't be getting my battle tactic. And I like battle tactics because they mean points. This unit of bloodletters rolled a 6, so let's go nab that objective. A 4 on the run for the Blood Reavers around here. Flanking maneuvers. Khorne is the Lord of War, not just blood. There is some semblance of tactical acumen to him until we hit melee, and then it's chop, chop, chop. We run another big 6 with this unit of bloodletters, which is very nice indeed. And we ran also with the Blood Master, who is here. Not quite as far, but enough to get to the objective for the contesting, because he would go wee like this. One, so he's amongst his men, quote unquote, but also so that I can start getting extra battle tactics in subsequent turns. An 8 on the run with the Blood Warriors. Well, an 8 on the run, a 3 on the run, making an 8. Khorne's blessed number, you know what I mean. Karanak rolled a 1. That's fine, he's going to go here. His doggos rolled a 3, so just moving up along here. The Blood Warriors up here rolled a nice 5 on their run, so enabling me to form a nice little line here. The unit of Blood Reavers here rolled a nice 5, being able to move up to here, surrounding the base, quote unquote, of the skull altar, and will be throwing their skulls onto said altar pretty much for the rest of the game. Mercedes! Da-dunk! Just to basically make sure that everyone's in her reroll charge aura, which is hilarious. And finally, the Bloodthirster. Going to here so that everyone is in range of, well, all the bloodletters are in range of his Embodiment of Wrath ability. That is my movement phase done, and my turn. That was very nice, wasn't it?
It's very pleasant.
Yeah, everyone ran. They're just like this, but it's not quite there yet. We sacrificed some heads, got a little shield. The shield's actually doing this, like on a fountain of blood. It's like going. I got a blood type point.
Look at you.
I desecrated your lands. Oh. I'm holding all the objectives. Ooh. It's a good time for me. I got 5 points.
You're doing great.
It's your turn now, though. This could hurt a little bit.
Hope so.
I'm very close to you.
And, oh no, you're not made of fire. It's like water beats fire, but you're blood. Never mind. There's some fire.
Fire?
Yeah. Extinguished.
Super effective, maybe.
It is the phase of heroes for the Furious Fish. I've chosen Predators from the Deep, as my battle tactic because I cannot get any battle tactics this turn based on my available battle tactics for this turn. I've selected that one because I can't get it in the game, so it's just in the bin with the rest of the unwanted fish carcasses.
Yes, I understand. I was about to say, forgive me, I need to roll for a battle shock check because they lost 2 models, but they're bravery 6, so they can't fail.
Then you're not forgiven.
Sure. I understand.
My main spells are out of range, but I have cast a Arcane Bolt.
Yes, my Flesh Hounds tried to deny that with their Collars of Khorne. Didn't deny it.
Shing! And I've also cast a Mystic Shield.
But that one you did only cast on a 5.
Just a 5.
Okay.
This is on my...
He doesn't have any built-in rerolls or anything like that? Eidolon of Mathland aspect of the
You can re-roll casting, dispelling, and unbinding rolls for that unit.
So you could re-roll it because I do have a deny with Karanak, and if he denies it, you take D for mortal wounds.
Yeah. I'm gonna
It's only cast on a 5.
I'm gonna try and do... Why am I rolling over here?
I don't know.
Look, it's a 10!
Well, Karanak will eat your spell. Oh, I was close, but he doesn't. Okay, so they are Mystic Shielded as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, that's the end of my heroic phase. I'm now gonna do some moving.
Mercedes didn't get heroic leadership yet.
She's still pre-drinking.
She's still on the pre-drinks, yeah.
Movement phase begins and the Namarti Thralls are on the move. They're looking to take down some bloodletters and I've just pre-measured they need an 8 to make the charge.
Unless I redeploy.
Unless you redeploy.
Yeah, so I redeployed an inch. Yay me.
A mighty one. Right, my Thrall Master has run so he can keep up with his Namarti brethren. And over here, I'm going to ungarrison.
Yes, that sounds right.
My Reavers. So they're in range of some of the units on the other side of the board. And I'm also in a second going to move these Reavers and they're going to garrison inside. Now it's empty. Lotan, the Warden of the Soul Ledgers, has auto run over here so he can give his +1 to wound buff to all of these Reavers. Next up, the Achillean King will fly over here, trying to stay as far away as possible from the Bloodthirster whilst not being completely out of the game. And then my, this guy, I forget his name, Soul Scryer, he's running as well next to Lotan of Octotown. Last couple of things to do. Eidolon of Mathland, Axpres of the Sea is going to move over this way. And then my Leviah Turtle is going to move over here to get his harpoon in range. Because that's cool. Shooting phase!
Yes.
I've prepped my double arrow bows.
Yep.
That's what I'm kind of gleaning from their 2 attacks. And these Reavers are going to fire all of their arrows into your bloodletters on that objective.
I understand.
They have +1 to wound because of Lotan, telling them to wound harder. And I'm also going to do all-out attack because I have lots of CP.
And because nothing says fun like 2s and 2s to hit with a bow.
It's like some aquatic.
And this is one of the early books.
Aquatic Robin Hoods.
They don't have eyes. No, they don't.
No.
Which is all the more impressive.
Whisper bows. They just listen.
Yeah.
Listen to the gore. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's a reasonable amount of 1s though.
Yeah. But the 2s really did come up there.
Yes. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Unlucky for me.
For you, yes.
Right. So I've got 6 up save. And then I've got 5 up ward because of the Locus of Fury. Because how dare you shoot at me?
Yeah.
Is Khorne's response. 6s. Oh, couple of 6s in there.
Oh, hello.
5 up ward saves.
Ward save.
Your arrows melt as they approach me. Oh, I passed 2. Okay, that's no bueno. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds. They are 2 wounds each, though.
Are they really?
Well, yes, because otherwise that would really, really suck. But that is 4.5 dead.
That's almost, well, that's more than half of the number of Khorne.
It's all right, that's why I've got him to revive them.
No! These Reavers in my Gloomtide shipwreck, they've done their Whisper Bows into that unit of Bloodletters, and I've done 10 wounds.
6s! I saved 2. And I'm just over 8 inches away from stuff, so I do get my Locus of Fury.
Ah, Furious.
Fury! That's better. You only killed 2 this time.
Only 2?
Only 2.
Pants alive!
Yeah, goodbye.
Next up, the Achillean Leviathan.
Leviathan?
Yes, he's going to unleash his Razor Shell Harpoon launchers into that same squad over there.
No.
Harpoon!
Yeah. Also,
Harpoon. Oh, it's a terrible roll, Chef!
Excellent. For what it's worth, I did remove the champion and the banner just to extend the charge range a little bit.
I've wounded you twice.
Twice! 6s!
No!
D3 damage. What? Say the Locus of Fury! Yeah, you wound 1.
Leviathan, baby.
Leviathan. Hey!
Shooting phase is over. It's time for the charge phase.
My favourite phase.
Your favourite phase?
My favourite phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got 1 unit to charge.
But my second favourite phase.
What's your first favourite phase?
Combat. I am Khorne. And Siege.
Yes. And Siege.
Siege.
Oh, Siege.
Siege.
I am Siege! I am going to charge my Namati Thralls over there.
Okay.
Thrall attack! 5, 6, 7.
That'll be a no.
I'm going to spend a command point.
You've got plenty of them.
to re-roll that roll.
I understand.
Nah!
7
4,
again.
5, 6, 7. Okay.
No charges for you.
I don't believe so.
No.
That'll be the end of my turn then.
I understand.
Yes. I didn't get my battle tactic because it was impossible.
Correct.
To do so. I've done a bit of damage. Would I like to get that charge off, really?
Yeah, that would have been nice. They can't fail because they're bravery 10. They can't fail because they're bravery 10, but I'm going to roll it anyway because I've got a banner in there.
Ah, the banner of blood.
I bring 1 back to life.
You scallywag.
But it's only 1. It's only 1 now because they are 2 wound models,
Yes.
but still.
That's nice. Yes, that's about it. Might be in for a bit of a pummeling in the next turn.
Well,
but...
we do have to roll for priority.
Oh, maybe you'll be in for a pummeling.
Oh, well, I mean, maybe. We'll find out. Please.
Okay. I nearly said corn, and that's what I get.
I'll go first then. My turn 2, hero phase, and a bunch of stuff has happened. We have chanted with my Bloodmaster over here, the unholy flames upon my Bloodthirster. This is important because he is now stepping upon the Trial of Skulls.
Oh.
He has to kill 8 models this turn.
Okay.
Given that he has a shooting attack, that also seems like a good, safe bet. Because he, as a Galatian champion, is within 6 of an objective wholly outside of my territory, I can pick another battle tactic this turn, and I've chosen for Cunning Maneuver, for him to stay on that objective and great success. Yes. Over here, this Bloodmaster, another 2 of them threw themselves into the pool of blood.
Good.
I got a blood type point. Go me. Mercedes did not get a CP again. The pre-drinks are still ongoing. What did happen was the Bloodthirster called up more people to the party. And I brought back 2 Bloodletters there and 2 Bloodletters there with his embodiment of Wrath, otherwise known as Drinks Are On Me.
Is it a little bit like a medieval version of the scene in Blade 1, where the guy goes to the butchers and is all like, blah, blah, blah.
That is a peak scene.
Party, party, party.
Yeah, that is absolute peak.
Peak movie.
It's a good movie, that one. So that's happened. And then finally, at the end of my hero phase, you did get a CP with your Achillean Geek.
Did.
I was on 2 blood type. I'm now on 1 because I'm using, hang on, what's it called? Murder Lust.
Oh.
3 different friendly Blaze of Khorne units that are more than 3 from all enemy units can move D6. I'm gonna do that now. Bloodletters, Flesh Hounds.
Blood.
Because he won't have enough movement to get anywhere, guys. That's why I'm not doing it on him, even though he's on the Trial of Blood. Trial of Skulls. Trial. Bloodletters. A 3. Bloodletters numero tumo. A 4. Oh.
Ascension. 5?
A 5 for the Flesh Hounds? No, a 4. I mean, look, I'll take it. So that is the end of my hero phase. I'll move those, and then I'll do my movement phase proper. Let us begin the movement with the 5-inch move, because we will want to be charging with my Bloodletters. And obviously 3 inches away, guys. I'll measure it properly in a minute. Calm down. Moving up along here with the blood letters. Skirting the edge of the river for, that is the 3-inch mark. Oh.
I have elected to redeploy and rolled a mighty 2, so good luck, sir.
It will not be enough.
I said good luck.
Mercedes fell over. Maybe the pre-drinks has gotten too much. It's still a reasonable charge, you know. It's not too bad. Ish. Karanak jumps over, and then his flesh hounds move to support. The blood letters just moving up here. Moving up here, yes. The Blood Master and the Blood Warriors. Do you reckon there's a theme going on here? I ran a mighty 2 with the Blood Reavers over here. Might not seem like much, but it does make their total move an 8, therefore Khorne is pleased. The Blood Warriors, just moving up normally. They probably won't be able to get into combat, but I might want to try my luck. You don't know. You don't know. I mean, I know, and my luck will be tried. And of course, Mercedes will move up, and I will position her to ensure that everyone is getting as many rerolls as possible. Shooting phase will be nice and swift. The Lash of Khorne into the Namati Thrall.
Okay.
4 attacks with my lash.
Lash, lash, lash.
I hit you all of the time.
Lash.
3 to wound you. I wound you all of the time.
Ow!
-1, so 5 up saves because you've got Mystic Shield.
The Mystic Shield.
Does it flare to life?
Ah!
It does.
There's a couple of times, but not really, because it would have been the same if I just didn't have the Mystic Shield.
Oh, okay then. That's good to know. This is 2d3 damage, not each, because that'd be wild.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Oh, it's 5 though.
5? I don't even have a ward or anything.
Ooh.
Not now, anyway.
That will extend my charge, sadly.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the charge phase, not combat phase, have not made it there yet. The Bloodthirster beckons the hunt.
Okay.
So he picks a unit wholly within 16, these Blood Warriors. They get to declare a charge within 18 and roll 3d6 for said charge, which is very nice, because they do need a 12 to get to those Reavers. Now, fortunately, they are also wholly within 16 of Mercedes. Now, ostensibly, this is called the Banner of Blood. This is her artifact, but it's actually, she says, the taxis are here.
Nice.
So it's reroll charges.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm
Right.
going to start with them into those Reavers.
Do you need 12?
I need a 12.
Okay. 12. Oh. Do you add them all together? No.
Add them together.
Ah!
Add them together. In I go.
Unleash hell! Said the octopus. I'm going to spend one of my command points to shoot with my whisper bows. Whisper. Whispering a message in your ear, and the message is, please stop charging me.
SOS. Yeah.
Well, I said off camera, I'll hit you 10 times because that's the average. Not quite.
9?
Under average.
9. Zinch's magic number.
Wounding!
It is 2s to wound me though.
It
so
is.
of course you roll 3 rolls.
4, 6.
6. That's
6.
Slanesh's magic
Whisper
number.
bows into your bodies.
My Blood Warriors, so 4 up saves. You do kill one.
Great.
Sadly, he doesn't explode because it has to come from a melee attack.
That is sad.
So that's a bit weird when you're in combat and you get shot, even though you're like right up in the grill. You just go, oh, I guess I just won't lash out at you. Anyway.
I'll just die.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have a choice. The Blood Letters next to the Blood Warriors.
I will unleash hell.
You can't. I've already done it. I do need a 9 here because I am further away. I don't get the rerolls.
Hey, which one's dead?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Excuse me.
I blame Arsehole.
I arrowed him.
Yeah, he's dead. I blame our endless spell for that. Right, I need a 9.
Okay.
A 9 is required, but no rerolls here. My goodness.
Sweet, merciful Khorne.
Blood Letters on this flank. They do get the reroll from the taxis being here. Don't need it.
Why are you rolling so well?
Sorry. The Bloodthirster. He requires an 8. It is a Felloman. Inch's magic number.
No, stop it, please. I'm gonna die.
Bonk. I would say you're going to need that, but I don't think you will. The Blood Letters.
Yay!
I can re-roll it because... Oh, can
No!
I? Can I? It is wholly within 16. I'm just out. They don't hear the clarion call of the taxi. I do get +1, so that is a 4. Will that get me into the turtle? It will. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I mean, that is my grand strategy.
I mean, I feel like I have to, don't I? The doggos.
Oh.
I can re-roll that because of get to the taxis from old Mercedes there. So now, fun fact, I was exactly 12 inches away from Lotan. Inch up, inch down, but they do get a bit in +2, so a double 6 would have made it into Octoboy. But alas, no. That will then be the end of my charge phase. We do have some Monstrous Rampages to do.
Rampage!
Monstrous Rampages, rawr. I roar at your thralls. I roar at them. No action, no command abilities for you. No.
I'm going to do a Monstrous Rampage, which is Crushing Assault. Which is because I'm the Nautilar Enclave.
Yes.
I just sharpen up my fins and my jaws. So they're end 3.
Yeah, I've only got a 5-up save. I think they could be in a bit of a pickle. But I kind of had to charge. It's the Khorne way. Here we go. We begin with the Bloodthirster because he must. He has the Halo of Blood, which is Strike First.
Okay.
Everything into your Namati Thralls.
Yes. So my Kellian Thrall Master is going to enact an Kellian fighting stance, which is essentially like this, and like this, and like, which is way of the vortex.
No!
Yeah.
Not quite the like the acrobatic you might expect. It's like, just try not to die.
So it's
Who said that?
It'll be, so that's -1 to wound, is it?
-1 to wound, yes.
I see. Well, that means that I'm wounding on freeze now rather than my 2s.
Oh, I'll be fine.
2s and freeze.
Okay.
I do drop 2.
Oh!
Okay. Good thing I'm hitting on 2.
Oh, good.
Wounding on freeze. But each one is now render free because of my unholy flames. Oh. Double. That's only 4.
No.
But that is 4d3 damage. I only need to kill 3.
Yes.
Battle tactic achieved.
You did it! Oh, ouch.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, Tzeentch's magic.
Tzeentch is like...
This is a sign from
Getting in
Tzeentch
there, like,
saying,
"Ooh."
maybe you should get a Tzeentch army, chef. And I'm like, I've tried, Big Bird. Lawrence doesn't listen to me.
Hey.
I think it's because he changed them from people into mist.
Yeah. Right, that's all the Fight First units done. Well, the Fight First unit until later. Because I don't know. I've piled in, so it's now normal activation. I've piled in with my Bloodletters into the Leviathan, see if I can chip away enough damage to degrade him. It's going to be a big ask, but I'm saying, please, Khorne, I ask of you. Here we go. 13 attacks because they are Galatian. Right, well, that's a mortal wound. That's nice.
Chippy Longstockings.
And then we're looking for freeze to wound you.
And you need to kill him from the to deny my grand strategy. So,
This is true.
you know.
Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at -1. So 7 saves, he's got 2-up save.
Yeah.
So 7 3-up saves. If you fail every single one of these, I'll have degraded you. You failed 1.
Just the one.
So I've done 2 damage because of the mortal wound as well.
Chippy Longstockings. Now it's my Kellian King's turn to activate. Captain Krill will try and do his best to rid the world of these demons. So we'll start with his mount first of all. He himself gets +1 for he is in a Kellian unit, but his mount does not.
I'm doing all-out defense here.
I understand. I've hit you twice.
Twice.
Can I wound you with my lashing tail? I wound you once.
I know.
No.
Yes.
Damage 2.
Damage 2.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, one's dead.
We then got the fangs and talons from my mount.
Yes.
That's 2 hits. That is 2 wounds.
Minus?
This is -1.
Okay, damage.
D3.
Oh no.
Oh,
Ah!
that's 5.
All right, that's another 2.5.
What a mount. The falchion from Captain Krill. 3 hits. Captain Krill. Oh, just 1 wound.
Just the one.
-1. Minus nothing.
Falchion. Yay.
And then the bladed polearm. Not quite as good as it is on the charge, but we'll do our best. 2 to wound. That's 2 wounds. -2.
Double 6. Bam.
That's 2 damage too. 4 in total.
That's so many dead. Well, that hurt. Understandably, quite frankly. On the basis of that, I am going to split my attacks a little bit to try and neuter the amount of Namati Thrall's output coming in. I was hoping to have a bit more life, but never mind. So I've got 4 attacks into the king and then 7 attacks because of the champ into the Thralls. Yes. Into the king! Well, I hit you twice and I wound you twice at -1.
He's fine.
Okay, and then into the Thralls. So hitting on 4s because of your void chill.
Yes.
No mortal wounds, that's sad. It is 3 wounds at -1 though, so 5 up saves on your lads. I killed 2.
2 dead.
All right, that's fine.
The Namati Reavers unsheathe their keening blades because they're too close to shoot. 3 of them, are going into the demons and 4 into your warriors over there. So we've got 2 hits into the demons, and 2 wounds into the demons.
Demons. Rend?
No.
Oh, you do kill one though.
Yes!
One was wounded.
Into the...
Goodbye.
Excuse me, warriors. I've hit you all the time.
Okay.
Wounding on Touche because of Lotan of Votan.
4 wounds.
Octo death. Yes, 4 wounds.
3 up saves. You wound 1. You do take a mortal
Sick.
wound though from my gore fists. I parry the blow and just boot you in the chest. The bloodletters over on this flank into the Reavers. Vengeance for killing one of their own.
Just the one.
Freeze and freeze. They can all attack because they're Galatian veterans.
They do have very long swords as well.
2 mortal wounds there.
Marvellous.
And then I do miss with quite a few. That's okay.
All blood frenzy. They don't know what they're doing.
Freeze to wound you. Oh, there we go.
Oh, no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7 at -1.
I don't want to alarm you, but I have a 6 up save.
My goodness. So that's
6 dead.
plus the 2 mortal wounds and the 1 from the gore fist. So there's 1 left alive.
Yeah, that's all I need, baby.
But I do have the blood warriors to attack with
Oh,
in a minute.
mum. Lavia Ding Dong.
There.
Here we go. So I'm going to start off with the twin prong spear and razor shell harpoons. Hitting on 3s.
My goodness.
Okay. Well,
Doesn't mean anything.
doesn't mean
My
anything.
goodness.
That's
a weird roll as well.
It is. 2 1s and 4 6s.
Lotan does apply here.
3 wounds, -1.
6s! You do kill 1 and put 1 down to a wound.
Well, good gliding.
Fine.
Now, my massive size thin and my crushing jaws are going to be a rend of 3.
I don't get a
This is
save.
my monstrous action.
I
So
don't get a save.
we'll do the crushing jaws first. The 6s do something.
I think that's just 3 mortal wounds.
Yes.
Because it does like
Yes.
6 against monsters or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so right.
3 mortal wounds
Yep.
and a normal wound.
Which I don't get to save, so that's another, yep, cool. That's 9 damage done so far.
Then we have the
Good.
massive side fins. Fins? Fins. Fins. Fin mints.
Fin crisps. That's 8 dead,
Yeah.
I think. No, were they 4 damage each?
They're 4 damage each.
I think that's the unit wiped, but I'll do some quick maths. I've piled in with my blood warriors. I'm just out of range of Lotan, which is very sad.
Yeah.
I've not pulled him into combat. I've got 1 guy able to attack the Namati Reavers, because this isn't a veterans unit.
1-on-1.
Uno es uno, mano en mano.
Yes. See. Mace.
Eins und eins.
Mace versus, yes. Un.
2 attacks. I hit you once. Forced to wound you. Bum. Okay.
Thanks for today!
Very good.
The Mighty Thralls.
Yes.
Riposte.
Oh.
I've got 4 left. Annoyingly, you have 2 wounds, so my bonus is for 1 wound or 3 wounds.
Yes.
Adversaries do not.
And I'm going to remember that you're -1 to hit because
Yes.
of my land rebelling. I completely forgot about that with the king.
Now we remember. And that's made an entirely massive difference.
Oh, an entirely massive difference.
Entirely enormous. Wounded you. Oh, double 6, baby!
Minus
Yes, -1.
5s because they are all out defensed. Damage.
Riposte.
Damage.
1.
Oh. Well, that Namati Thrall did kill 1 because 1 was on 1 wound. I forgot to mark it up. But now I'm going to remember that the land rebels. And every enemy unit within 8 inches, because 8, of course, takes D3 mortal wounds on a 4+.
8 inches of what?
Of him.
Oh, no.
8 inches of me, so I'm just going to stand here like this. Yeah, because everything is like turning to lava.
That's cool.
Yes, it's gnarly. So, it won't hit your Leviathan, which is a pity, but it will hit everything else over here. So let's do it on your Eidolon of Mathland aspect of the sea.
Okay.
No, on your Thrall Master? Is that what he called? Is that, yeah.
He's
words.
called...
The little character on foot. Yes.
Thrall Master.
Thrall Master. He takes 2 mortal wounds.
Unless I don't have a shrug.
Okay then. Your Nomati Thralls. No. And then your Achillean King. Yes.
Oh!
He takes the big 3.
Ah, he doesn't have a shrug either.
No, he doesn't. That's the end of the combat phase. Battle Shock. I'm going to auto pass because him staying there and holding up the Leviathan is really quite important.
Yes. I'm going to spend the command point that my Achillean King has to auto pass those 4 thralls.
I understand. He runs away.
He runs away.
Because his bravery is not 10.
No, it's 7.
Then he runs away. I get a blood tithe because he's then destroyed. Excellent.
Ow.
Blood tithe. Tithe for the blood.
Yes.
There was one last thing we forgot to do. An arcane bolt, is it?
Well, it's more, not really a Kamehameha, it's more like, what's Krillin got? He's got his like Destructo discs.
Something like disc.
They always miss. Krillin. Yeah, I'm gonna throw an arcane bolt into that bloodletter because I need to kill him in my hero phase.
Well, let's see if my hatred of sorcery kicks in.
Oh.
So on a 5 or a 6, I just ignore it, and I get a blood type point.
Yeah.
Khorne, how much do you hate an arcane bolt? Not that much.
Not
he
that
takes a
much
mortal
at
wound.
He's delighted, surprised and delighted by the magical delight.
He's got 1 mortal wound left, right before another arcane blotting,
Yes.
and thus enabling your Leviathan to move off.
Or maybe a cloying sea, or maybe a tsunami of terror.
I'd rather none of these. So that is the end of the turn. Look, a good turn.
Very good turn.
I did get my Trial of Skulls. He runs away. I get a blood tithe for that, as mentioned. I did get a cunning maneuver, and I am holding. Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
The hero phase. My battle tactic is eye for an eye.
Makes sense.
Because it's the most simple one to do.
I
Nice. I have prepared an arcane bolt. I've also before that done best day ever, aka
Finest hour.
finest hour.
I-
On to Eidolon and Mathland aspect of the sea.
I tried to get a CEP with my Bloodthirster. No.
Yeah.
No, yet to do that yet.
Yeah.
So
I need to kill the Bloodthirster because otherwise I'm going to die.
potentially.
So.
But you also need to try and kill that 1 wound Bloodletter with the banner.
Yes, on a second attempt I have cast an arcane bolt.
Cast it on a 9, did you?
A 9, yes.
The Flesh Hounds, their collars of vengeance, flare to life. No, you can have that arcane bolt for now.
Does that? Oh, it's at the end of the phase, isn't
You do it at the beginning of any phase, so you don't know yet. You don't know yet.
So I've prepped it.
Yeah, it's
Destructo disc. Okay, lovely. Well, with that in mind, I'm then going to cast my next power, which is Arcane Corrasion, which goes off on a 6, and I'm going to see if I can cast it. That is an 11. That means...
I will attempt to deny it with Karanak.
Okay.
Double 6.
Eat it!
No, close.
Okay. So that means the Ren characteristic of your Bloodthirster's weapons are now reduced by 1.
Unless I roll a 5 or a 6.
Oh.
You've cast it upon me.
Ah!
Hatred of sorcery! Ah, so close. No.
Cinch again, getting in your dice bag. Be my movement phase. Arcane Bolt! Into your Bloodletter!
Into the Bloodletter.
Please don't roll a 5 or a 6.
Really crucial that I make this 5 or 6, otherwise that Leviathan is free to go off and chomp on my bits. Oh, it was so close. I saw it. It was like this. It was like, hey, chef.
Praise be to the fishy lords.
So, I mean, he is dead. So congratulations, Eye for an Eye. You have given me a blood tithe.
Okay.
So I'm on free.
I mean, I have paid for it. Corners, please. I have twisted my ankle a little bit on that little spin on the spot.
Yeah.
Crunchy.
Ooh.
Beginning of the movement phase, Leviathan floats forth to deal with this Bloodthirster. Next up, the Soul Render is making a well-ordered retreat. Octoman is going to move around this way. He has run, going around the back of the Gloomtide, and then the Reavers are going to jump out of here and unleash some Whisper Bows. Last couple of things to do. The Thrall Master is going to move up to help out his thralls. And then the Aspect of Light along Mouthland of the Sea moves up as well to engage with the Bloodthirster.
Mouthland of the Sea.
Yeah, whippy-doo. It's the shooting phase.
It is.
I'm going to start with my Reavers.
I understand.
Use this opportunity to make the most of some silly rules. So the Reavers are within range of Octoboy, so they get +1 to wounds. I'm going to spend a CP for all-out attack on them because they're going to shoot the Bloodthirster.
Oh, sorry, forgive me. Because that was the end of your movement phase, because I didn't do this last time.
What are you doing?
Where's Karanak? He's coming closer to Lotan.
Slinking.
Yeah.
Slinking forth, like a spooky hound. So, shots
It's
into...
quarry rural, for those of you wondering.
Yes.
Not just getting to move because I'm shooting. So this is everything into the Bloodthirster.
Everything!
So they are just out of 8 of the Lamb Rebel, so no -1 to hit. But because I'm within 8 of someone, I don't get my ward save. It's very sad for me, because I could do with that.
That's 18 wounds.
Alright, 5 up saves then.
-1. How many wounds do you have?
16.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Whisper bows.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I didn't do all out defense here because I probably should have done. This is not terrible, but
that's not bad,
I've taken 12 wounds. I have 4 wounds remaining. To be fair, all out defense would have only made me save another 3, so it would be worth it.
Try and finish him off with a Leviathan.
At that point, yeah, you may as well.
So 8 attacks with my harpoon.
A fellowman. It is a fellowman.
3s again. Oh, goodbye. Oh no.
Okay.
2 wounds.
5 up saves. Oh, it is a fellowman indeed.
BAM! Last thing to shoot is a blast of abyssal energy from my Eidolon and Mathlan Aspect of the Sea.
Clam Scepter.
I got 2 on my D3 attacks.
Klepter.
Clam! Oh.
2s to win because it is your finest hour.
Oh!
Minus.
-2.
A single 6 is required here, otherwise he's dead to a clam.
Blast!
He's got 2 wounds remaining.
Damn you! It's the charge phase. Okay. Here we go. We'll start off with Eidolon and Mathlan Aspect of the Sea.
Okay. I see that he makes it.
He does. That's nice for him. And then the Leviathan.
I see that he fails. Oh, he does make it, but only just.
It is the fight phase. I'm going to do my monstrous action, which is Crushing Assault.
Okay.
To give me Rend 3 on my tortoise bits.
I'm going to stomp on your Namati.
Oh!
Because I'm not long for this world.
Yeah.
It does go off. I stomp 3 of them into smush.
Oh, you got 3 left.
Then, no, you've got 4 left.
I've got 1 left.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Well, I'm Rend 3, so I'm going to start with my Leviathan.
Well, hang on, because I have fight first.
Oh yeah, I did a thing, didn't I? So my Captain Krill has done his Lord of Tides once per battle. I've done, and that means I can put D3 units into the High Tide, which means I get fight first. I rolled a 2, or 4, which means that he and the Leviathan will be fighting first.
And because it's your turn, I presume you're going to start with the king?
I'll be starting with the Leviathan.
Okay,
Thank you for the offer.
-3, you say?
-3, I say.
But you only need to roll 1 6 on your jaws, and you do 6 more wounds.
That is correct, Amanda.
But otherwise, I don't get a save at all.
That is also correct, Amanda.
Well, I'm going to spend a CP just in case.
There's a giant you can ally in called Mundo something for.
I think it's Mundo Kraken Eater.
Yeah, Mundo Bazooka.
Nice.
Now, Cowabunga Jim.
You are -1 to hit.
Yes.
Because I remembered that with Reality Rebels.
Yes. Yes. So.
Oh, he's allowed to take off.
I think I do. I'm going to spend my last command point on that attack.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'll still be hitting on 2s, which is nice. So, massive side fins. I did it again. Thin mints. I think all times.
Yes.
Oh, see ya. I've wounded you 4 times.
4 6s. Easy peasy.
Thin mints. Oh, he's super dead.
Super dead.
That's
I'll have a blood type
a lot
though.
of damage. Captain Krill steps up to the plate. We'll start off with his bladed polearm. Still not at his maximum potential because he didn't charge you.
Correct.
He's stuck. He's in the thick of it. That's 2 wounds.
-2.
-2.
2 dead.
Yes. We then have his falchion. It's hit you twice. The falchion. It's wounded you twice. -1.
Half of one dead.
They're damaged 2.
Oh, the falchion?
No, that's damage 1.
Okay, so
Yep.
half of one dead, as
No,
I say.
mate. Fangs and talons. I've hit you all the times.
Yep.
Fangs and talons. Wounded you twice.
-1.
-1.
One goes through damage.
D3.
Oh.
It is. Big
Oh,
3.
it's a big 3. So that is the unit wiped.
That's in. Well, it's actually the battle shock phase now. Nothing needs battle shock.
You can't fail.
No, but the
And I'm
lure
dead.
light from my
Fishman,
fishman,
which doesn't narrow it down. to be
fishman
fair.
hookman, this guy with the big thing, his lure light has got an 18-inch range.
Which is pretty bonkers.
So I can restore D3 slain Namarti to that unit over there next to Captain Krill. That's the big 3.
The 3 that I stepped on.
His lure light lured them back into the fray.
Oh, that's sad.
Ah, don't worry, we're not dead. We're only playing.
Like this.
Yeah. So that went well because my objective was to kill the Bloodthirster and not be killed by the Bloodthirster.
You did it.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Whoosh.
I'm on 2 objectives and I have taken an eye for an eye.
My eye.
Oh, Bloodthirster's eye, thank you. Oh, this feels like a very important quest item.
It does, yeah.
Let's put that in my
I need
pouch of
one
holding.
Bloodthirster. At least it wouldn't be like one. That would be like a 100% quest item, not like we need 8 bear livers and you kill a bear and you go, this bear doesn't have a liver.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It was already taken by the last quester.
That annoys me to no end. Right. So you did get 2 points because you're holding 1, holding 2, and you got your battle tactique.
Yes.
The priority. Could be a big one.
Beep, beep. I rolled first last time. You should roll first this time.
Apparently I can't roll. I miss. Oh, bum.
Is it a
Yeah. Oh. If you roll a 1 though, I'll take the priority then. My turn 3, the priority is mine. You are in high tide, so against a melee army, you're going to be going before me, which is very sad, but that's okay. To that end, I have taken the battlefield runs red. So 4 units have to die this turn.
Okay.
Doesn't matter which ones, they just have to die. So I'm just going to yeet dogs into the Leviathan and die. I don't care.
Yeet!
I did kill a marauder with my blood
Any
sacrifice.
units, including yours.
Correct. Oh yes.
Sweet Jiminy Cricket. Oh yes.
So I killed a marauder with blood sacrifice with the prayer. Puts me on 6 blood type points. 6. And there's some cool abilities I can do with that, but I'm going to keep them in my back pocket for now. Going to keep them. I did try and do Unholy Flames with this Bloodmaster onto my Blood Warriors over there. He failed, but he didn't hurt himself, so it's okay. Mercedes tried to get a CP and failed! So did your spear guy, so that's fine. That is it. Oh, and forgive me, my second battle tactic, because I have a Galatian champion sat on an objective wholly outside of my territory, is going to be eye for an eye.
Oh.
Let's do the Moiders. Oh, do I want... No, I am going to spend a CP on Murderlust.
Oh.
So I can move 3 units D6.
Oh no.
The Blood Warriors. They will move 4 inches. That's useful because I can use that to move within 3 inches so you can't redeploy or shoot me.
Bum.
Which is nice. So that's them. I'm then going to do the Doggos.
Woof.
Wolf! And then I'm also going to do the Blood Warriors down here.
Oh yeah.
Speedy.
Cane beans.
All right, let me move everything, and then I'll do my movement phase proper. The Bloodletters move to flank. Lotan could redeploy if he wanted to. We got a big 6 on the run with the Blood Reavers, just moving up here to protect the Blood Master. The Blood Warriors. Is this wise? Probably not. Is it what Khorne would want? Absolutely. The Flesh Hounds are just moving around here, obviously 3 inches away from the Toitle. And we're also going to move up with Karanak. Woof, woof. Mercedes herself moves up to here. I only rolled a 3 with the Blood Reavers up here, not enough to get them onto this objective, so now they're actually just trying to get away from the Bloodmaster, and he's going to be throwing their heads back into the thing. He's still going to stay here garrisoning the Skull Altar. It doesn't do anything mechanically for him because I don't have any invocations to summon, but it's cool. Charge phase. I did Burning Roar off camera shooting. To the surprise of no one, it did nothing because it's rubbish. Charges. I don't need to charge with my Blood Warriors over there because they're already in combat.
Madness.
It was great. That was kind of crucial because it would stop any Unleash Hell over there or redeploys and stuff. The Bloodletters are going to attempt to charge.
Hi, Lotan.
Well, it doesn't have to be Lotan if I roll low.
I'm just frightened for him.
With a +1 because of their banner, that is exactly what I need, I think, to get to Lotan. But let me just measure it. Right, so I did need a 10 to get to Lotan, so I've just gone into the Bow Boys. I could re-roll it for a CP, but it's probably not worth it. The Flesh Hounds. Now, they do get +2 because they are Flesh Hounds. I think it's like pack hunters, unflagging hunters. So that is a 9. Let me measure up to see where I can go. Right, I didn't quite have enough movement to get into Lotan. I could have gone into your Lure Light guy, but then I'd be blocking off Karanak, who's next.
Oh.
Karanak! I'm going to re-roll it with Mercedes because I'm allowed to. A 10. Let me do some measures. Not quite enough to get into Lotan. So I've gone round the back of the Lure Light guy because I did have enough movement to do that. So I have pulled Lotan into combat if he wants to pile into
Like, you're fishing!
Yeah!
Hey!
The Blood Warriors. A 7. A 7. Is it a 7? Do they get +1? No, just a 7. Okay. I've charged in such a way with the Blood Warriors that the king, even though I'm within 3 inches of him because of the -1 to hit, which is quite a pester, he won't be able to attack me with his pile-in because of his 2-inch range.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Mercedes needs a double 6 to charge into something. Well, just out of interest, the other one... Oh,
so close!
so close.
So close.
I could make that charge, but that's going into the turtle. This is specifically to make it into the Eidolon of Mathland aspect of the sea. I'm going to re-roll it.
Okay.
No. All right, it's fine. Now, it is the end of the charge phase.
Yes.
You may do something with your Leviathan if you wish.
Yes.
I don't know what you want, but you can decide on
I
that.
don't want either.
I'll tell you what I am going to do.
You tell me.
At the start of the combat phase, this is Mercedes, the Blood Secretor. Now, ostensibly, this is the Rage of Khorne. The Blood Secretor slams their banner's brazen pommel into the ground and a fiery gateway opens in the sky above, flooding the battlefield with the violent energies of Khorne's hellish domain.
But instead of a banner, she's like smashing together 2 beer cans like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
she actually yeets a glass into the middle of the pub because it's all booting off. So what this means is my entire army has +1 attack until the end of this combat.
Oh, good
so I will need it because you get to fight with your entire army first.
I do, which is silly.
I'll let you decide what you're doing with your Monstrous Rampage.
Okay, baby. I'll be starting.
Yes.
Because we're in the high tide. So for my monstrous action, I've done Crushing Assault again. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
For the extra rend.
Yes.
Because it's
Makes
very
sense.
good. So I'll start off with the massive side fins. Hitting you on 2. Good. 2-1. Good.
Strong.
Good.
Strong.
I will you once.
You kill a pup.
Marvellous.
Rend free.
And then, they're damage 4. Was that
You killed 2 pups. I forgot that they're damage 4.
Then we have the Crushing Jaws. Another 1. Good. Can I wound you? Again, wound you. It's -3 as well.
Damage?
3.
So that is another 1 dead and a half.
Okay.
I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 2, 1.5 pups left.
Okay. Harpoons and stuff. Okay. And then, hop. Wounding on 3s, yeah. Only 1 wound. -1.
I wanted my dogs to die.
No blood for you, sir.
I've got 1 dog left.
Okay.
He can't fail. Oh man.
Oh man.
You've not denied my battle tactic, but you've really hurt my chances of my battle tactic by being rubbish at rolling dice.
Next is the Namato.
No,
Because they're within 12 of the Leviathan, they get +1 to hit because of the Void Drums. Bum ba da bum ba dum ba dum bum. And also the Thrall Master is going to tell them to enact the Way of the Depths. So I can reroll 1s to hit. Cool. Which is nice. Yes. Here we go. 1 reroll.
it's full. Oh, not quite a full house. Freeze to wound me.
Wound!
You're not in Lotan range.
That is 6 wounds at -1.
4 up saves.
Yes.
You do a wound.
I do a wound.
Okay then.
Get in the Marty. Go on.
You also take 3 mortal wounds from my gore fists.
Good.
You do have a ward
I have
save
a ward though because we're in the high tide.
Ishran
My ritual. I passed 2.
Alright, that's cool.
Jiminy life. Idle the Mathland aspect of the sea has pardoned as far as his little legs can carry him, or his giant wave can carry
As
him.
his giant base will allow him.
Yes, which means I'm enraged with my side trident and my sharp fangs.
Yes.
I'll do the sharp fangs first. I rolled 6 on my 2d6 attacks, and I have spent a command point on all-out attack.
I understand.
Fish!
Our friends, not food.
Oh, it's a good thing I spent the extra CP, otherwise I would have missed you every single time.
I mean, they're only fish.
They are only fish, but they are very clever fish. 3 wounds, not a single piece of rend.
Not a rend.
a rend in sight.
You do kill one though.
Get in the fish!
He eats. One of them, they swim into the armor and he's just,
Or he screams out in pain, the fish goes down his throat and eats his heart. The side trident. I've hit you twice with my side trident. I wound you once with my side trident. It's -2.
5 up save. No.
It's damage 2.
You killed 2 of them.
Namati Reavers next. They're boosted up with the Leviathan and the Octo Lord. One of them is going to attack your Bloodletters, and then 4 are going to go into the, what are these called?
Blood Warriors.
Blood Warriors, very good. The one into the, no. Demons. I've hit you all the times. I've wounded you all the times.
Saves are 3 plus. I saved them all.
What a waste
Combat
of time.
of the ages.
Ishlan surrender. Last thing to attack from me into your Karanak.
Yes, because Lotan could pile in, but that would be foolish, and the king, even with a pile in, won't be able to attack.
Yeah. With one of the 8 arms, it just did this.
No. Lotan's actually just like, come on then, come on. And the octopus is like holding him back with 8 limbs, just going, no.
Stick 'em up. Right, Serrated Bill from his fishy companions. I've hit you twice.
My goodness. I have done all out defense here, because Karanak surviving could be quite useful.
Wounded you twice.
2 wounds. Dose. It's a wound.
A bill straight through the flank.
Through my snoot.
Now use my Tulun hook. Hook. 3 hits.
Okay.
Wounding you on 3s. Tulun hook. 3 wounds.
Minus.
-1.
So 4 up saves here.
Yep.
Karanak is alive.
Oh, he's alive.
He has taken 3 damage,
has.
but he still stands. The Blood Warriors into combat with the Reavers.
Yes.
So I've got 9 attacks with my Gore Axes, and then I do have 4 attacks with my Gore Glaive, because it's on my champion.
That's nice.
Because that seems cool.
I'm going to do all out defense on these Reavers.
No, you've already got a Void Drum active.
It was tempting to do it on the Soul Render, because he does have the ability to just straight up kill Karnak with his little noose. But it requires me rolling above a 7 2d6.
Well, I mean, the way you've rolled so far. The Gore Axes.
Gore blimey, governor.
Gore blimey. Right. It's forced to wound you. Ooh. Not the most wounding.
Not very gory. Well, maybe it is.
Roll that. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -1. But you effectively, because of the Void Drum and all out defense, have a 4-up save.
Indubitably. Oh, well,
Oh, that's
an
the
absolute
opposite.
waste of time.
And then it's 5-up ward saves because of your Ishlan ritual.
Ishlan, Fishlan.
Right? So I killed 5 there. And now the 4 attacks from the Gore Glaive. He does drop 1.
It does.
Freeze to wound you this time. It is a meteor weapon. That's 2 at -2 this time, so 5 ups.
Gore glaive.
Gore blimey. 2 damage this time.
2 damage. Rend! What is it?
Ward. So I killed 7.
You did. Ouchie.
Okay. The blood letters into those Namati Reavers.
Please don't let my blood.
Only 4 are in range because they are Galatian veterans. That's a mortal wound.
Was it George Washington that was bloodlet by a surgeon? That's what killed him.
I thought you were about to say, was it George Washington that was a bloodletter? Possibly. There was probably a lot of stuff like that happening back in day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Death by bloodletting, which is what might happen to me. Yeah. Not me, them.
5 at -1, so 5 4-up saves.
Blech. Well, they're dead.
Well, you know, that's 5 ward saves to make in total.
4 ward saves.
And the mortal wound that I
And the mortal wound. Ritual save. Oh,
problem for me.
So many cricket.
Oh, bum. The battle tactic has failed. I'm not getting any skull points.
Yeah.
Right. Well, in the effort, so the battlefield runs red is probably not going to happen now, almost certainly. But I can still get eye for an eye. So Karanak's going to eat the fish man. Also stop you from reviving those poxy reavers. Right.
Poxy?
Karanak's gore slick claw.
Oh.
I hit you all of the times because I'm a Reaper of Vengeance. I do get +1 to hit against characters. Oh. I wound you on 4, so that's 3 wounds, no rend.
No rend.
Damage 1.
I have a 3-up save.
Do you?
Yeah, he's 4 up normally, and then he's next to the big fella.
He's not Namati though, is he?
It's just Deepkin, I think, with the Void drums.
What?
Void drums, yeah, Deepkin units. Oh, 8 or less, yeah, within 12, yeah.
Okay. Well, I've done a wound.
You have done a wound.
Right, the Savage Maws.
Maws? Oh, he's got 3 heads.
He does have 3 Savage Maws.
He's got 3 heads.
I do drop 3 of them though.
Bryce, the eating power.
Yes.
This will be freeze to wound you. There we go. -1.
Right. 5, 4.
4 -1.
4s.
Okay. He's got how many wounds left?
You've done 1 wound.
1 wound.
He has 4 wounds remaining.
2d3 damage.
Oh, you ate my man!
Excellent.
I needed him to noose you.
But that also gives me 2 blood type points because I've eaten a hero.
Oh, he's got a ward save!
Oh,
Got a ward save.
Okay.
So how many wounds did you do in
So
total?
I've done 6 wounds in total then.
6 wounds total.
I'll put that blood type back down.
Oh, it's called Gifts of the Depth. That was an unexpected gift.
He's still there!
He's still there.
I'll put those blood types back up! Right, the Blood Warrior's over here now. 1 into the Eidolon of Mathlan aspect of the sea, because I don't have a choice. He hits you twice because of your -1, because of your scary seahorse. I wound you once.
Oh, right in the math land.
-1.
He's fine.
Okay. The 9 attacks into the Namati Thralls. -1 to hit. Doesn't make any difference there, that's fine. 4s to wound you. I wound you 4 times at -1, so 5 up, 5 up.
5 up. Oh.
The Gore Cleaver. Or the Gore Glaive, rather.
You.
I hit you twice.
Ow.
I wound you once. Oh, they're gonna live.
Yes.
Oh, man. That's the worst combat phase ever. Battle Shock.
I'm spending a command point to keep them in the game.
I understand. For
now.
It's very frustrating, but I understand. I did lose 2 Blood Warriors, and I'm only Bravery 7. So I'm fine.
Oh.
Just. The Flesh Hounds can't fail because they're Bravery 10. Also, I did his attacks off camera and nothing happened. He's fighting a giant turtle. Right, so I did get eye for an eye, and I am holding 1, holding 2, holding more, and I've contested that objective because we both have 2 characters nearby worth 2 points. We both have a single model in range.
Yes.
So I am holding 3 objectives and denying you an objective over there. So
yes.
I do get 5 points. I don't get the battlefield runs red, which is very sad, because only 1 unit died this turn.
Oh, no mash.
Which is really weird. I was expecting at least 3.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
It is.
And I have tied you up, and I am running away.
Tied me up the whole game.
I've
not got out of my deployment zone yet.
I'm running away with the points, but it's very possible for you to punch your way out and catch up, because I don't have much to deal with that.
No, that's a problem. Okay. So in the hero phase, I've chosen this one's mine, and the Achillean King will attempt to kill those Blood Warriors over there.
I understand.
That's his mission.
Yes.
Aside from that, I've cast 2 spells with Idoneth Deepkin aspect of the sea. He's done Cloying Mists and Tsunami of Terror, which have both gone off on 7s.
Okay.
So feel free to try and deny those.
Cloying Mists with the Flesh Hound. Says no.
That's annoying. Ooh.
And then Tsunami of Terror with Karanak.
Yes.
The Hound of Vengeance. He also says no.
Oh.
And because he's denied you with his flesh collar, brass collar of bloody vengeance even, you take D for mortal wounds. You take 2 mortal wounds.
Oh,
You do have a ward save though.
that didn't go very well, did it?
go according to plan at all.
He does shrug 1.
Takes a wound. Blood has been spilt.
Has been spilled.
Lovely. That's
Ugh.
nice. I did get a CP with Mercedes at last.
Sure did.
Um,
And I have also done best day ever onto the Kellyan King to
Now.
help him in his quest. Oh, okay.
it is now the end of the hero phase. How many wounds left does your Kellyan King have?
He has 4 left.
I'm going to spend 3 blood type points.
Oh.
I'm going to throw a brass skull meteor at him.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I roll 8d6, because
Nice.
8.
Yes.
And for each 5+, you take a mortal wound.
Oh. Okay. Ooh. It's a startling discovery.
He takes 1.
It's a measly meteor.
Disappointing. I was
Pebble.
really hoping to kill him, that would have been
Shooting
hilarious.
star.
He's like, how pretty.
One thing was moved, which was Lotan. Votan over here. He's moved over this way to get out of dodge of Karanak.
To get
for
out
the
of-
time being.
Chomp chomps.
Yes. We're going to move to the shooting phase now, and the Leviathan is going to split its harpoons, 2 into the last remaining Fleshhound, and the other, 4 into the Fleshhound, the other 4 into the fellas over there.
Conveniently, like
No,
that.
partially why I did it.
Yeah.
Into the Fleshhound. Oh,
Okay then.
into the Fleshhound.
Okay then. 6s! I'm super dead.
So dead right now. The other ones.
What type?
Missed you a couple of times. I'm dead.
You do wound me once because of Lotan though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Go on, Lotan.
Yeah, your damage.
It's 1.
It's D3, is it not?
Yeah, it's a D3.
3!
Ah!
You kill one.
Yes.
Now, what I could do is remove that guy, but that's stupid because that's my champion with the Gore Cleaver and it would mean that you could charge me, so I'm not going to do that. I'm
Okay.
gonna remove that guy there.
Well, whilst I've got one more thing to shoot, which was Zidal and Mathlan Aspect of the Sea.
Okay.
He's also going to do his Abyssal Energy into them as well. It's 2 shots.
Right.
2 shots. 1 hit.
Yes.
No wounds.
Very good.
We'll move on.
Brilliant.
It's the fight phase.
Yes.
I've done several consolidations over there. So the Thrall's consolidated round,
Yep.
making way for the Thrall Master
Yep.
to move through. So he's on the objective for getting double
Battle
tactics,
tactics. Yep,
for the last
nice.
2 turns, which has also made space for the Captain Krill to move in to do his bits and pieces.
Very nice indeed. So yeah, we've done it slightly out of sequence there, but because everything has fight first, that is the specific order. Everything is fine.
Indeed. I'm going to attempt to do a roar with my Leviathan into your fellas down there. They are roared.
All out defense for me.
We'll now move on to the Marty. The Thrall Master is going to give them Way of the Riptide, so 6s explode. I don't roll a single 6. Oh, I did roll
You
one
rolled a 6. Void drum is kicking in.
The Void Drum is kicking in. So yes,
Okay.
that many. I wound you 5 times.
Are you in Lotan range?
No,
4 times.
4 times.
-1, so 4s. Well, you do kill 2 because 1 was wounded, but you do take a mortal wound in return from my gore fist.
Ow! Can I shrug?
No!
No.
Good. 1 explodes.
Was dead. That's nice.
Right.
Island of Mathlan.
What you must say? Island sea.
Is next. I should mention also, before we get on to the Kellyan King, I forgot to mention he's popping his potion of Hateful Frenzy. He did that at the beginning, I didn't mention it on camera. I've got 6 attacks with my Sharp Fangs on the 2d6 from the other Math and Expedition. I have hit you 3 times.
It's also worth pointing out that I did roll for my murder rolls for the one that was within 3 inches, and I failed.
I've wounded you twice with my Sharp Fish.
Friends?
No.
Well, 1 wound.
Okay. The Deep Sea Scepter is next. I've hit you once. Deep Sea Scepter is a wound of -1. Oh,
Goodbye.
trick shot.
I'm fine.
Cool. And then we have the Deep Sea Trident. Trident of the Deep.
Only the 1. Tis a win.
Is a wound. -2.
I save it.
Oh, it's stupid aspects of Ride Along the Mathland. Next, it is Captain Krill. the Kellian King. I have lots of attacks because of various modifiers from the potions and his trait and things like that. So I'm going to start off with this falchion. I have 6 attacks in total with the falchion.
Okay.
I'll be hitting you on 2s and wounding on 2s.
Trace the falchion.
Falchion. Falchion. Okay, there's 4 wounds. These are at minus none.
Minus none. I saved them all.
Very nice. We'll then go on to the fangs and talons.
Okay.
I have
Just the baseline attacks because
3 attacks here.
yeah, because the potion and the mount trait don't affect. That's a nice roll. The potion and the command trait don't affect him. Oh,
3 wounds,
Minus.
minus 1.
minus 1. I saved 2 of them. 1 goes through.
D3.
Does kill the one on 1 wound.
All right. We'll then move on to the lashing tail. Oh, so many ones are being found today. 2 wounds, no rend.
No rend.
Nope.
I'm fine.
Okay, and then we have the bladed pole arm.
Okay, this is the big one.
6 attacks. Effectual attacks. Wounding. I wound you all the times.
Minus.
The minus will be 2.
5 up saves. So 1 is dead. You've got to do 8 wounds total now.
Yes. I don't do 8. I don't do 8
You do
wounds.
6.
No.
So you do take a mortal wound for your troubles from a gore fist.
No.
And then I've got murderous to the last. So now I get to do explosions. So this one here is dead. He's going to do it on the Eidolon of Mathlan aspect of the sea.
Yes.
Because that's all he's in range of. No, he's not. And then the remaining, this one, and this one are going to do it on your Acalian thralls.
Yes.
Because the champion that's left alive with the gore glaive will attack your king directly.
That's nice. Gory.
So for every 5, you take a mortal wound, basically.
Yes.
2 mortal wounds on your Acalian thralls.
Ouchie.
This could kill them. No, it can't. Damn it.
Shrug.
One
One
ward.
dice.
Okay. But I am still alive.
Damn you.
Right. For what it's worth, we did that off camera over there.
They're dead.
You'll notice there's no bowmen anymore.
They're dead now.
They did manage to kill a warrior with the shots, which we did off camera and forgot to mention. And then the bloodletters went,
Yeah, we're dead.
enough. Enough. The gore glaive. Now, I could try and be like clever here and just kill the thralls, but that doesn't seem like something a champion of a blood warrior unit would do.
No.
So all of my attacks into the king.
Marvelous.
Here we go. I'm hitting you on 4s, I'm hitting you on 3s, minus 2, damage 2.
Lovely.
Dream is alive.
Okay.
Minus 2, the dream is alive.
Oh!
2 damage.
Oh, is he alive?
No, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
That's 4 damage.
Oh,
That gives me 8 blood type points.
my goodness.
Because I killed a hero.
You did. He's
Well.
a bit of a 0
Yeah.
today.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I do need to make a bravery check for those, but I think I'll auto pass them.
That makes sense. Yeah. Well, that didn't go to plan
No.
at all because my king's dead and I failed my battle tactic.
Yeah, you did steal the objective back over here. So that's so you do get points for that.
Yeah.
It's priority, I guess.
Okay.
A 4. I'll take priority because your turtle's free and I don't want him to be free. Khorne looks down upon the field of battle and goes, yes, I like this. It's time to finish this. And to that end, Mercedes has a job to do.
Good for her.
As such, it is her best night ever.
Oh, wow.
She, as a matter of honor, must go and kill this Galatian champion over here.
Okay.
I'm also taking eye for an eye. No, I'm not, because nothing died last turn. Damn it. No, I can take not eye for an eye. Gaining momentum, that one.
Okay.
I'm going to kill him.
Very good.
Basically, if I kill him...
The Fleshhound died last
Oh, yeah,
time.
the flesh hand. I've already done eye for an eye. Gaining momentum on him. So if I kill him, and with Mercedes, I'm going to get like all the points. And then at that point, it'll be impossible to catch up, realistically.
Yes.
I have done the blood sacrifice over here. Added more shields to the pile. Got blood type. Did kill 3 of them. Lol.
All fellas.
Don't care.
I probably love it, actually.
Unholy flames didn't go off. Never mind. that's kind of it. I've got some movement to do. Oh, forgive me. I'm on 9 blood type points. I'm now on 8 because I'm going to do Murder Lust to move 3 units D3. Mercedes, 4. It's a reasonable number. We're also going to move my Bloodletters over there and my Warriors over there. The Bloodletters are 3 and the Warriors are 6.
Nice.
On to battle. You'll notice there's a lot of stuff in combat.
Everywhere.
That's because combat is everywhere. Karanak has gone into the Votan, Lotan, Brotan. Bloodletters and Blood Warriors have gone into the Leviathan, hoping for him to be a Levi Blood. I don't know. There's just a lot of blood going on. But we thought we would show you Mercedes charging in because it's Mercedes. It's your gal. A 6 is, I mean, she only needed a 5 to get to here.
Yeah.
And then when she piles in because she's obviously going to start because there's no fight first for you anymore. Thank goodness. Right. So, he's only got 3 wounds remaining. I'm going to spend my CP on all-out attack.
I'm going to spend my CP. All that defense.
The Dance of Sigmar. So I'm 2s and 2s.
Okay.
Fine. Right. 3 wounds, please, sir.
Easy.
3 up saves.
Well,
It's not that easy, I guess.
I don't want to alarm you, but I failed all my saves.
Well, that is for gaining momentum, a matter of honor, 2 blood type points, knocking you off of that objective, no double battle tactics for you. He might be dead, but I don't think it matters.
Kelly Thrallmaster, more like
Dead Master.
yeah.
Well, with that, the rest of the combats don't hugely matter. The reason being is because if I hadn't have killed that Thrallmaster, and then your Thralls over here killed my last Blood Warrior, you would have still maintained control of that objective. So you could have done 2 battle tactics.
Yes.
And you could have really punched the Leviathan between 2 rounds of attacking, plus it's shooting magic and all that. You probably would have punched your way out. If you then got the double turn, you would have then potentially gone, well, I've got to kill 12 Blood Reavers and 2 characters, at which point you could get some really easy battle tactics, plus your grand strategy is in play, and I can't get mine. Well, I mean, I can, but it's very difficult. But with that has cinched the victory for the Blood God.
And everyone's pleased.
Yes.
Blood for the Blood God.
Blood for the Blood God.
Thank you for the game.
Thank you for
sir.
the game. It was very
Pleasure.
enjoyable.
I just couldn't get out of my area.
Which is really weird for Idoneth, because usually they're just like, yeah, we're so fast, you can't
I
get
didn't
pinned.
take any slippery fish. Because
You
I'm
didn't
bored
take-
of taking slippery fish.
You didn't take any
Eels!
or
Yeah,
sharks.
I mean, the eels are very good.
Yes.
But yeah, I just couldn't quite. My Kellyan King didn't get a single charge off.
No, he
So
didn't.
Didn't get the D3 mortal wounds on the charge.
No.
Didn't get the 3 Ren,
3 Ren,
3
3
damage on his
damage.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just hemmed in.
Yeah, it was just wave upon wave of fanatical warriors for Khorne, which I feel is the best way to play Blades of Khorne.
I nearly got out a couple of times.
Yeah.
But just I was
It's just then the next wave here. A double turn for you would have really helped.
Yeah.
Because you would have then been able to go, right, I punched out here and now I'm coming for the counter. But you just couldn't quite get it. I'm very happy that this unit is nearly dead from blood sacrifice.
They've had a great time.
They're just like, yes!
We're here for a good time, not a long time.
Mercedes killed something,
Yep.
which is always good for
Yep.
everyone involved. Turtle's still alive. I don't think anyone's killed the turtle yet.
Not when I've been using
No,
them.
he's so hard. Yeah, the Blades of Khorne are really fun. Obviously, this is a heavily proxied army, guys, in terms of what we own. Love to get some more stuff for all of our Sigmar armies. They will get done eventually, but that is a very, very long process, so please have some patience, but we will do our best to get it done as quickly as we can, but there's lots and lots and lots of secret stuff going on in the background which we can't tell you about. Well, I say we can't tell you about it. It's event stuff, because we want to start running events.
Told them about it.
I know.
You said you couldn't.
I-
The Inquisition will find you.
It's fine, I am a servant of Tzeentch and master of trickery and secrets. Maybe maybe I'm telling them lies.
I'm a servant of the party god, Susan.
I think you'll find that the party god is Mercedes.
Yeah.
No, she's a demon prince of partying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She loves party.
Yeah, she does.
And she's not dead, so she can party all night.
Yeah, she's going to party all night now. Yeah, she's got more kebab houses to go to.
Yeah.
More people to fight.
Yeah.
More
Skulls to drink out of
We
now.
established that the blood type table is actually they're all names of drinks. The murder lust, the apoplectic frenzy, scorn of sorcery. These are all definitely. The brass skull meteor is definitely a shot. Yeah. That's 100% a shot. Yeah. Look, the Blades of Khorne are really fun. I enjoyed using them the last time, and the new book it seems very fun. There's obviously a lot of stuff that I'd like to do with the Mortals. As mentioned, don't have it. You've run the Idoneth a couple of times.
Yeah.
They're good fun.
They're pretty good fun. I want a second Leviathan. And I mean,
Please, no.
We've actually got most of the things that are available in here.
Yeah, we
now.
do.
I think that the eels are definitely the way to go if you want to win games. But
Yeah, eels and sharks are the
I quite
way.
enjoyed doing what I did today.
Yeah,
so-
the thralls are good fun. The reavers are so good for their output is phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're so good, especially when
Yeah.
you've got low tan backing them up and a Leviathan, so they're just like 2s and 2s.
Yeah.
It's like, there's so much,
Yeah.
so much firepower.
I kind of wish you could ride them on the Leviathan, but he's already quite over encumbered. Got drum kit on there and harpoons and stuff.
Harpoons, yeah, Plus, he's blinded.
Yeah.
It's very sad for him, actually.
Leviathan.
He's had a good day because he's not dead.
Exactly.
Everything else is dead, so they've had a good day.
Exactly.
Have you had a good day? You let us know in the comments below. But until next time, I have been the chef. He has been the undersea beard. You're underwater.
Oh.
Yes, there we go. Thank you, editor. I'm sure you will deal with that. Our endless spell today has, of course, been the Bard. And you have been bosses. We will see you next time. Bye!
That's better.
Oh, beans for the bean god.
Damn, boy.
Coffee for the coffee throne.
Damn, boy. Damn beans thick.